Hey guys, so in this video we're going to continue setting up Magic Shield, and as I mentioned in the previous one, I want to add some awesome effects. For example, when enemy hits us, I want to make it look like the shield is cracked, and also when they completely break the shield, so when we run out of mana, I want to make the basically shield burst effect. And then we will see if we have more time in this video, because I also want to add some light effects and sounds and all the other stuff, but it will probably still be split between two different ones. So let's go ahead and start. For the shield crack, what we need to do is create new material first. So let's go to third person and materials, and here we're going to create new material. We can call it shield crack, I guess. Shield crack underscore material, and open it up. And in shield crack, we're going to change the blend mode to translucent and shading model to unlit. And then first we need to get the constant 3 vector, so hold 3 on a keyboard and click. That will give us the color, and we want to multiply it, so hold M and click again, or search for it, and then connect this one. We need to have a texture that we're going to multiply, so the texture that we want to follow. So I already made one myself that looks like broken glass. So this one here, it's a seamless texture, so it can repeat on a sphere. So you want to create something similar. If you want this one, you can download it on my Patreon. It's free for the members. So create something similar like this, and then we want to just drag it out, and we're going to multiply this color by our texture. And we can't plug it directly to emissive color because we also want to fade it out. So when that crack appears on the shield, we want to slowly fade it out, so the alpha goes to 0. And we can't do that in the Niagara system without using particle color. So we're going to search for particle color, and then we're going to multiply RGB. So multiply again with this one here, and that will go to emissive color. Then we want to do same thing for alpha. So from the alpha, we're going to multiply and connect the RGB, alpha, not RGBA. So multiply and plug it into opacity. Now you can see I do have these cracks, but they are black, so they don't look very good at the moment. What we want to do is change the color. So open this up, and I want to focus on one damage type first, and I think the fire damage looks the best for the video because it's the most visible one and most flashy one and stuff. So I'll start with the fire damage. So we're going to change it to red color, and then this V value we're going to change to like 20, so it's emissive. And you can see it's quite a nice crack. It's kind of like lava style. And then maybe we want to also multiply this opacity. If you like, you can turn down the opacity of this crack, but I think it will look good. If you want, you can do multiply again, and then just do like 0.5, and then plug it in. But I don't think we will need it. I like it with opacity because the emissive color is more visible. So apply and save. That's everything we need to do here. And now we want to create the Niagara system. So go to third person effects, and it's pretty much the exactly same thing as this magic shield, because we just want to have a different texture and we want to change only one thing. So we're going to just duplicate it. We could actually create new emitter here and then like activate it in the blueprints, but then it's quite messy when you want to reset it, because keep thinking that it's going to appear when enemy keeps hitting you. And then if you want to keep resetting only this one emitter and changing the values and variables, it's very messy, so it's easier to actually duplicate it. And we're going to call this magic crack, I guess, since the other one, the material is called magic crack. So magic crack, and open it up, and here only thing we need to change is in particle state. We're going to kill particles when whatever lifetime elapsed, so it actually destroys itself. But we also want to change the scale color, which we actually have here set up already because it's supposed to be scale alpha. And what we want to do is go from alpha 1 to alpha 0, so it disappears slowly over the lifetime. In the mesh renderer, we also want to change this material. So in this override materials, we're going to search for magic crack. I can't find it. I called it shield crack, not magic crack. Magic crack sounds even worse. Shield crack. There we go. I think the color is a little bit too red. I do like it, but maybe I'm going to turn it down just here. Just make it a bit lighter. Okay, so we got magic crack. I should have called it shield crack then. So shield crack, and this one will be, I'll rename it to shield crack. Alright, and then initialize particles, spawn burst, everything else is the same. You can see this is what it will look like, and then will slowly disappear. If you think it's too fast, we can also change that in lifetime, but I think it will be good for now. So let's go to, wait, hold on. What's the emitter state 2 loop duration? Do we want to have it 3? I think maybe 3 is better. Do we need to change it here as well? I think so. So initialize particle and emitter state. Change the loop duration to 3. And save it. Now we do have system spawned. Now basically when enemy hits us and we have shield on, we want to spawn that magical crack. So magic crack, shield crack. So let's go to combat, edit it. And here in the combat, we have this calculate magic block damage function that we set up in a previous one. And basically, we're playing the block react here. And then I think we're doing parry block event, which is playing only once. I'm not sure why we're doing this one multiple times. So this block hit react needs to go inside as well. So let's Control and X. Copy this here. Open it and then paste it here in the end. So this is playing, I think, just a montage reaction on the player, this interface function. Rest of it is basically block reaction. I'm not going to change it just now. It needs to be changed for the magical shield. I'll probably leave that until next video because this is like all the little stuff that we need to adjust. For now, I want to go to this block react on a player. So we're going to search for event block react. No, yeah, that one here. So this event block react, and only thing we're doing here is playing the montage, which we can set here. If you have some stuff blocking montage, you can set it here, but I don't think it's necessary because we are covered in a shield. So shield absorbs the damage. We don't need to actually react to it. So we don't need to play anything on the stuff. But then I want to get combat type again and check if it equals enumerator stuff branch. And here from the execution pin, not on completed or anything else, just right here, we're going to spawn system attached again because we want to attach it to the mesh. So get mesh, and that will be the attach to component. Attach point we will leave empty, so it's directly in the middle, same as the shield, and keep relative offset. We're going to also do auto destroy. So when it expires, after 3 seconds, it will destroy itself. And then this one will be shield crack. And we're going to promote it to variable. And this one will be shield crack reference. It's in the Niagara components. But before we actually spawn the system, we also want to check if it already exists. Because what will happen is if enemy hits us three times basically, and then you want to like cancel your shield, the crack will still be visible even if we later destroy this component. That will be because they're spawning multiple times. So every time any enemy hits you, so there can be 10 enemies, so you will spawn 10 of these systems. So if the system exists, we're going to convert it to validator get. and if it exists, if it's valid, we're going to just reset system. Sorry, we need to get it from here. Just reset system, which will start from the beginning, so the crack will appear again. If it's not valid, only then we spawn it again and promote it to variable. Alright, so there will only be one magic crack at the same time. Now, what we want to do is, this is on the blog React, so this should already work. Let's just test it out quickly. So now, when I pick up stuff, equip it, block, there we go, and I got cracks, which I think looks really good, except for the fact that I do have a wrong shield on now. And you can see when they break it, when they break shield, or when I cancel it, the crack is still there. So we need to also make the crack disappear. So first thing first, let's actually change the color of my main shield. I'm going to go to blueprints, materials. We created it in a previous video, so it's in third person actually, materials and magic shield material. I'm going to right click, convert to parameter. It is parameter. So color, and just for now I'm going to change it manually to a fire shield. Okay, so it looks better for testing. You can also make the V value higher, but I don't want to make it too emissive because it also needs to be quite performant, so don't want to have too much emissive colors everywhere. So now we do have red shield, and what I want to do is when we release the right mouse button, we want to destroy this magical crack. So let's go to where we have it. Here on the right mouse button, on the bottom, when we release it from the staff, we're checking the shield Niagara system. If it's valid, we destroy it. We're also going to do same thing with the it will be in components shield crack reference. Get it, right click, convert to validated get, connect it here, and if it's valid, we're going to destroy it. Destroy component, and then continue to branch. Careful, we also need to continue always from not valid, just in case this crack, in case enemy didn't hit us, so the crack doesn't exist, we would stop the execution here. We don't want that. And same thing, do it here, is not valid, we'll go to here. Alright, so that should be cancelling it. Now one more time, again do the shield, and alright, so it's cracking. I think 3 seconds is even too long, so I'm going to change it back to particle state 2, and here lifetime 2 in the initialize particle as well, so it will disappear a little bit faster. One more test. Come on, people. Alright, so crack is there. You can still see we do have sparks flying, but that's just from the shield. We will change that eventually as well, and we can probably add effect to the same magic, to the same shield crack Niagara, because that's where it can live, and it can be just spawn burst or something. I'll add it in the next video, because now I want to break the shield as well. So you can see this is disappearing. I think it looks quite nice. And now basically when they break the shield completely, we want to burst it into many particles. For that, we will need to create the actual burst of the shield. So let's go to third person, effects, right click, and again Niagara system. And this one will be these kill particles. Create it. And we can call it shield burst underscore ns. Open it up, and few things that we need to change here. So emitter state is the loop duration, probably we can leave the same. 5 seconds will be way too long. Let's do 3. Let's do 3 seconds. It will run only once for 3 seconds. That's right. Spawn burst, spawn count, we don't need to change anything here. Color, you can see it's already red, but I'll change it a little bit to the orange one, so it looks a little bit more like fire. We can also do different between two colors, it will look even better. Initialize particles, shape location is sphere. Sphere radius we're going to change to 120 because that is the sphere size of our magic shield. And we're going to do uniform, not random. Okay, you can see already this is the particles spawning, but there is a little gap in the middle. So for that we need to do kill shape and we need to do sphere. Sphere again is going to be 120. And for whatever reason, if you wanted to make it nice, you need to change this to invert volume. Okay, so now we got the shield that will just disappear, but we also want to burst it. So in the particle spawn, we're going to add velocity. Velocity has some issues because we need some modules that are dependent on this, so we're going to fix issue. And then this is moving from point velocity mode like this. There we go. And velocity we want to have something higher, so like 300, 200. It's running quite long, so I need to check where we change it. So particle update is fine, soul forces, particle state, kill particles, yeah, when they expire. Sprite renderer is the same. This duration we need to change, but it's here. Fixed and once. Properties, do we need local space? Fix issue. There's some issue with the GPU, so fix that as well. I'm not sure why it's running this long. Where did I forget to set it? Particle spawn, lifetime 5. So 3. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so lifetime needs to be 3 as well. Alright, save. And this one will be our exploding shield. This color, maybe these ones can be a little bit lighter. Yeah, that looks better. So change the V value to 10. And rest of it is fine. I will leave it as it is. And now we just need to find in a combat component where we actually break the block. So that will be in a calculate magic damage. And this one will be here. So if you got less or equals mana 0, we're going to block break event. And here we're doing once. Cancelling right mouse button, that's what we need to do. Play combat montage. Block break. Yeah, we can play the same one for now, that's fine. I don't have any other montages for stuff, so this will probably look still good. Play sound. We will have to change it based on the combat type. So for now I don't have sounds uploaded. I'll do it in the next video. So play sound we will leave and set gameplay tag to stand. That's pretty much everything is the same. So what we need to do, we just need to spawn the system. So let's do it before this same set gameplay tag, and that will be spawn system add location. Let's do add location, and location will be the player's mesh. So it's in the middle of the player mesh. So from the owner we can get actor location, and this will be the location. And wait, will that be the location? Yeah, that should be the location. Rotation, auto destroy, everything else is fine. We don't actually even need the return value to promote it because this will just burst and disappear. So here just set it to shield burst. Right, okay, no, we actually need to check if the combat type is magic, otherwise we will be shield bursting with everything. So from the owner we do have get combat type or something, get combat type, get current combat type message, and if this one equals enumerator stuff, then we're going to spawn this. and then set gameplay tag. Otherwise, just set gameplay tag. Don't forget to do false as well. Compile and save. And now when I play the game and run up to these guys, crack, crack. Okay, I need to run out of mana. I got quite a lot. There we go. They bursted into shield, and pretty much I only need 10 mana to cast another shield, so I'm casting straight away. But you can see, I think that looks really cool. You can add more effects if you like, but this effect is like default sprites and everything, so the performance is not being affected that much. And we do have a really nice effect. Cool, so I think I'll leave the video here, because then there is just one more for the shield where I want to add the sound effects. So I already picked some sound that I want to add. That will probably be also in the Patreon in the folder with the glass texture, and then so that will be in the next video as well, where we add the sound. And I also want to add the light effect. So when they break shield completely, or even when they attack shield, probably we will do a little flash effect on the screen. Yeah, and that's the plan. Alright, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye.